soon. He's been rubbing elbows with TV and movie producers for a while. This is something that interests him. We'll see if it becomes part of his future. Guys?
David, once again, great stuff. Thank you. Greg, the glitz and glamour calling Che.
And we've seen a handful of players dabble in Hollywood with mixed success. You just hope it doesn't distract Che from his development process, which has been firing on all cylinders.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Spencer Dinwiddie. Durant is out there with Davis. Then there's Irving. And it's Harrell in at the center position. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Clutch out there at Bledsoe. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Let's go.
And Giannis earning another All-NBA nod, Bill. He'll be eligible to sign the biggest contract in NBA history this coming summer.
I thought you had the biggest contract
after
in NBA history.
After you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
After
I'm
you.
confused.
Big
Well, what's funny about this is they could have signed him to the max a few years ago. And there was this rule that you could only have one guy on your team could have a 5-year max. And they were saving it for Jabari Parker. Yeah. So they signed him for 4 years, $100 million. A little bit of a discount.
Big bucks.
Now he's going to make
big bucks on my head.
And if I was honest, I would be very spiteful.
Hey, stay tuned. I'm going to go for the part.
Jabari more than me, and I would want to sign with the Celtics. But that's just me.
That was a different GM, though, at the time.
Listen, it doesn't matter who it was.
Right.
They didn't treat you right, Giannis. You should leave.
Here's Gabriel. Dinwiddie covering. Knocks it loose. Dinwiddie with the steal. Irving with a clean look. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Well, how about that floor awareness by Spencer Dinwiddie, getting his guys the basketball in great spots.
In 2019, Chris Middleton named an all-star for the first time. Bill, can he be the second best player on the championship team? He was asked, I guess, to be that last year, and it didn't work.
I think he could be the third best player on the championship.
Yes.
But I think you saw in the playoffs last year when they really needed the second kind of creator. I don't even want to say scorer, but something who could create a shot when your best guy is either sitting or having a bad game.
Pornhub.
He's not quite there. He's too streaky, I think.
Every time I scream,
really
I'm
good player.
scream Pornhub.
He could definitely be one of the best 4 guys on the championship team. But as the number 2 guy.
That's the best 6 site.
Moving against Bledsoe. Dinwiddie wide open. They get the rebound. Harrell, that's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Bill was in Boston where you received your master's degree in journalism. What attracted you to this profession? Why journalism?
I couldn't do anything else, and I didn't like manual labor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that really was it. I was good at writing.
Like anybody in your family or anybody you
No,
want?
I was always a good writer, and I liked writing and sports.
Yeah.
So just kind of like, I'll do those 2 things
Did it in
together.
high school?
Yeah, started in high school. I had the big thing for me was in college. I had a column for the school newspaper, really from freshman year on. And around sophomore year, I felt like it started to get momentum. And that was the first time I thought, I wonder if I get paid for this. Which, as it turned out, no, until I was about 29. Yeah.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Montrezl Harrell.
He wasn't crying about it like that.
6 to shoot. Back to Davis. The impact of Eric Bledsoe, his ability to penetrate and make plays at the rim. Bill, talk about what he does for the Bucks offense and what you think of his game.
So he's interesting because during the regular season, he was great, to the point that when they gave him an extension during last season, I actually thought it was the right move. It was $70 million.
He was close to all-star status.
Yeah, and he was really good defensively. I think the problem for him is the playoffs have become a different animal and they slow down, and he couldn't really adjust to that style.
They ain't a big fans. Bust his ass.
So it's Brooklyn now. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Bledsoe is out there with Clutch, and it's Lopez in at the center. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much. And Bill, we've seen more and more teams base their offenses around three-point shooters. Threes are an all-time high. You know, should the NBA, that in mind, do anything to address this via any rule change? Which I don't know what that would mean, but it has been talked about.
I don't like changing it. I think it's going to manifest itself when it doesn't work in the playoffs as well. And teams are going to slowly realize that we need to play an inside-outside game at least.
We can't lose the lead. No, it's big, it's balls, it's inside, it's outside.
And it's still passing and unselfishness. The Warriors take a lot of threes, but they're the most unselfish team we have. And they create a lot of layups, and they play, you know, they're really creative. You just can't, that just can't be your thing is we shoot 53s, here's our offense. The problem is you're still going to get in these games where 2 points really matters, you know, and that's what you saw with Kawhi in the playoffs last year. These games slow down, it's going to be a 92-89 ending, and your team needs to get 10 baskets in the fourth quarter, no matter how you're going to get them. You still need somebody who can do that too.
Dinwiddie kicks to KD. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's third assist on the night. Gabriel can't get it to go.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
It really has been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
1:37 left now here in the second. Passes it to LeVert.
Hey, I don't have all my bags.
Back to Dinwiddie. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie